Life began millions of years ago as very basic one-celled organisms. Over time they have become more complex, until you ended up with complex machines that are capable of sitting down and interpreting printed symbols written on paper. Life did not evolve by accident, but rather through a process of evolution. Before I begin to explain how you can use evolutionary principles in developing software, I need to explain what evolution is. It does not matter whether we are talking about biological evolution or software evolution, the same mechanisms apply. Replication. Replication simply means being able to create a copy. In biological sense, we mean sexual reproduction, creating a new individual. Individuals by themselves do not evolve. They are the consequence of the instructions stored in their DNA. DNA is very much like a computer program. It contains the instructions of how to build a body. Many diseases are caused through defects in the DNA. In order for evolution to occur, the body must be able to reproduce itself. In context of computing, replication simply means the ability to copy a program exactly from one computer to another. Mutation. In the biological world, mutation occurs through various mechanisms. There is, of course, mutations caused through copying defects. Nature has, however, found a way to increase the variability in DNA without compromising it in the same way random mutation does. This mechanism is sexual reproduction. In this process, the DNA from two individuals is mixed together during the reproductive process, so that a new individual shares DNA from both parents. In this way, beneficial traits that appear in the genome need not be weighed down by negative traits which may be, by coincidence, in the same individual. With software, it is people who provide the mutations. While there is obviously design put into the software, it really meets the expectations of all users, nor is it free of defects. While software may be designed by intelligent people, there is also a strong influence of evolution through minor modifications. Iteration. Iteration is a key principle of evolution. While the ability to replicate based on a genome and the function of mutation are important, it is the repetition of reproduction which is the true engine of evolution. In biological evolution, each iteration is a single individual. That individual cannot change their DNA to suit their environment. Software also iterates, with each successful generation being a new version of the software. Selection. The final aspect of evolution is selection. In the biological world, the selection criteria is the environment itself. Individuals must be able to live long enough to reproduce. The individuals that create the most offspring tend to carry on their DNA to the next generation. Software similarly has selection criteria. New software, that is software freshly written, can have selection pressures such as unit tests, functional tests, which ensure that the software does as the developer intended. However, beyond this, software must compete for computers. The more it suits the needs of users, the more users that will install and use it. Ultimately, users are the final selection pressure for software.